Avi Meyer's Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Greater Chicago Jewish Fest is not just a great place to check out various Jewish food and various opportunities, see all these different organizations, but for me, being a political junkie, it's one of the best places to find candidates. And so far today, the Republicans are far outdistancing the Democrats. We've got the candidate for 10th District, which is northern suburbs, who won the primary, Robert Dold. How are you?
Well, thank you.
And that's you too, and that's Dold. I've got a tooth missing. I'm trying to pronounce things properly, and today's not my day. So tell us, what's the basis? How's the campaign going?
The campaign's going very well. And first of all, we're delighted to be out here at the Greater Chicago Jewish Folk Festival. It's great to see so many folks out here having a good time. For us, the campaign is largely about getting out to the four corners of the district and talking to people about the issues and concerns that they have. Things are going well. People are very responsive to our message, and that's bringing small business common sense thinking to Washington. We think that Washington's heading in the wrong direction right now, and as a small business owner, we know that we've got to bring some common sense thinking to Washington.
Matter of fact, one of the recent guests on our show, Elliot Richardson, who was on the other side,
a good guy,
saying nice things about you, and he's very much into the small business advocacy.
Elliot is running a small business advocacy group right now. We have an opportunity to sit down with him and his organization to talk to them about small business issues and some of their concerns. And Elliot, I think, is doing a great service for the community in terms of trying to highlight some of these issues that small business is going to face. And if we look at it, 2/3 of all net new jobs in our country are created by small business. And so it seemed like common sense to me that we want to empower small business to create those jobs.
No question about it. As long as we're at a Jewish fest, can we ask you about Israel?
Absolutely. I actually just got back from Israel 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Which was it was a fantastic trip. We spent 5 days, focused a lot of time in Jerusalem, met with Israel's foreign ministry, met with the vice prime minister, Bogi Alon, had an hour-and-a-half meeting with him, talking about some of the strategic issues that Israel faces today. In fact, we were in the foreign ministry when beepers went off, alerting them that the flotilla was going to be on the way. And so,
oh, interesting.
We had a fantastic trip. We went to the north and then went down to Sderot. And honestly, standing in between Gaza City and Sderot, just getting a better perspective of the geographics was fascinating. And it's just not fair what they're going through each and every day in Sderot, having to deal with the constant barrage of missiles. About every 100 yards, there's a missile shelter. Wow. And so when the alarms go off, they've got anywhere between 15 and 30 seconds to make a decision as to which shelter they're going to go to. And you have a very different perspective about why Israel needs to be able to protect herself and why they need to make sure that the flotilla wasn't able to get through the way it was. 5 of the 6 ships were able to go right to Israel and be able to be checked out. That humanitarian aid went into Gaza and was turned away by Hamas. So I think that they knew right then and there, even beforehand, that it was going to be a public relations disaster.
Yeah, these guys, one thing the only thing that, Israel does get outsmarted in the PR department quite a bit sometimes. And it's a problem, but they knew exactly what they were doing. There's no question about it. And they were ready. They were ready for them.
They were ready for them. And I think the interesting thing and the thing to note is that Israel will not do anything to jeopardize her security, and nor should they. As a sovereign nation, they have to have the ability to protect their borders, and that's what we were finding with the flotilla. And I think they're losing the public relations war, but I think having been there, we have to recognize they need to have the ability to protect themselves, and that's what they did.
Well, it sounds good, and we want to. This is Robert Dold, who's running for Congress, 10th District, Republican. If people want to contact your campaign?
If they want to contact that campaign, we'd love to have you out to volunteer. You go to doldforcongress.com. That's DOLD for Congress.com. Or they can always call the office at 847-251-DOLD.
847-251-DOLD. Thank you so much. We look forward to talking to you more as the campaign progresses.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.